Today we are going to explore the topic of balance. So big inhale in, big inhale in. Welcome everyone. Hey there, it's Sadie at allnaturalme.com. I'm so glad you could join me today on YouTube. And today we're going to talk about balance. Yeah, we're going to talk about balance. And we're going to talk about how to bring perfect harmony into our life without judgment. So welcome everyone. Let's get settled. And by everyone getting settled, I mean me. Let's settle down. Even if we've been rushing around, if we've been laughing, carrying on, we can still have balance in our life. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Here's our beautiful mandala. See if we can get her to focus in. She's green and blue. There we go. Right? There we go. She's green and blue and gorgeous. And if you can't get a good look at her now, no trouble. I will take a picture on allnaturalme.com for you to check out later. But usually we focus in, don't we? Hey, everything's kind of wonky today, and I'm gonna laugh with it. Cody, thank you for joining me over here. Thank you so much. How are you doing with balance in your life, right? That mother act, that's one of the greatest balancing acts of all time I've personally experienced, so I know you feel me there. So without further ado, our agenda today is to talk about balance with our Soul's Journey lesson cards. All right, that's the first thing we're going to do. Then we are going to pick ourselves a friend from the Wisdom Keepers. Okay, these have been wonderful, like completely wonderful, not over exaggerating one bit. And what I do there is I read you a story, like it's story time with Sadie. I put you on my lap and I read you a story and tell you about not my story, but their story. And we learn so much from them. So we're going to talk about balance, find ourselves a new friend with a wisdom story, and then we are going to clear some obstacles and learn some more wisdom from our good friend Ganesh. Okay, thank you, Cody, for suggesting this today. We were just having a pre-party on Live Me. Then I have really been wanting to pull a crystal card. So I feel like this is where we're going to head. We're going to head into the Crystal Kingdom and get a message from the Crystal Kingdom today. And that should really do us. And we're going to end with a letting go and joy and sorrow. Okay, so that's our lineup, so that my regulars know what we're going to be doing. And then after that, we should be good, right? If you're the first time here, thank you for joining. Just hang tight. I pull cards. I read things literally to you. And if your higher self is connecting with my higher self, which they are, there's a really good chance that there's a message somewhere for you. Okay? Might be in the crack. You might really have to listen. It might just be one little thing. But hey, and if not, we can just hang out. Right? And I always encourage people to go ahead and do your dishes while I'm chit-chatting to you, because even if you don't get a message, well, at least you've gotten your dishes done. So Cody says, yeah, that's what you learn. Yeah, learn how to balance. Oh my gosh, yes, absolutely. Lord Ganesha has been in my card pulls all this week. Katie Moore, welcome. Katie shares her card pulls on my community page at allnaturalme.com. So I appreciate you adding to our community there, Katie. Yeah, Ganesha has been like all over you. Along with some really other powerful oracle cards. So if anyone pulls their own oracle cards, please think about joining me on allnaturalme.com. It is a Patreon page, so you can actually, I don't even think you have to pledge to me to post. because somebody commented the other day and they didn't pledge to me, so I must have it so anyone can join. So you just need to sign up on their website and you can comment. I don't know if you can post cards, but I have options for everybody if they want to join. So all right, so anyways, and then at the very, very, very end of the broadcast, Marley Maid, that's my daughter, Marley, she is willing to pull us a message from the magical, what's it called? Magical Times. Okay, yeah. Would you pull us an empowerment card at the very end? Okay, very good. Come back down around 3:30. Okay. Katie says, you are so welcome. Our homeboy Jesus came through today. I got so excited. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Isn't it funny that we keep getting the same repeats? We really do. We have our guides that we connect with. And then like Jesus is one that like when I first really started broadcasting, I wasn't really like in tune with Jesus being my homeboy because I had all these judgments against the church and against their wrongdoings and their lies, and I wasn't even sure what to believe about Jesus. But then like Osio the Oracle, right? He loved him. Jesus was his homeboy. Trinity loved Jesus, right? Like, so I started to then connect with him in my own way, not even understanding that I had already been connecting with him through his higher self form, Sananda. So the joke was kind of on me that I didn't really want to love Jesus because of all these ego, mind, perception, hate, judgment that I had. But I loved this energy called Sananda. And like, joke's on me, they're one and the same. So I did have a really good laugh about that. And now I just love everybody to the best of my ability, including Jesus, including the people who have lied about Jesus and have used Jesus to manipulate and control people. I even try to love them. Like when I say I try to love everybody, I try to love everybody. All right, so let's talk about balance. Our affirmation for balance is I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. It's just not going to focus, I guess. It refuses to focus. So how do I bring this balance into my life without judgment? That's the trip. That's the kicker. That's the part that we have to. Hi, Drake Martin. So, how do we do that, Drake Martin? Everyone say hi to Drake Martin. That's my husband. Ooh, I called you out. So, balance means bringing a sense of stability and wholeness into every area of your life. Every area. Balance and stability. Okay? Many times when you look at a situation objectively, you will resonate with one side more than the other, right? It's what humans do. We pick sides, right? You resonate with one side more than the other. So the challenge might be, we might want to say challenge, is to try not to view either one as good or bad, but simply recognize that it is. Okay? So we don't want to put labels of good or bad on anything anymore. We really want to move into this perspective of just seeing it as it is. It just is. It is what it is. It bees what it bees. Okay? And it's not our place to judge. The true nature of the scales of balance, right? The scales of balance is to give both sides of a situation your equitable, objective perspective. It can be difficult to understand the side that you don't relate to, but that is a lesson in itself. So when you have something come up in your life and you just like cannot relate to their side of it, that's when you want to try to get into this objective perspective and try to understand both sides and ask yourself, what is it about you that prevents you from giving both sides of the coin your non-judgmental assessment? So if you find yourself not being able to look at both sides objectively, say, what the H is it about myself that is preventing me from seeing this objectively? What is it? What belief system do I have a grip on, or has a grip on me, that won't let me look at this objectively and with non-judgment? So this situation or person has been placed in your path to teach you that everyone has his or her own unique, authentic life story. And you must put yourself in that person's shoes to really understand his or her motivation. So balance is a godly virtue, and if it is struck, you will reap the benefits of insight and compassion. So if you can get to this beautiful place of balance, where we're non-judgmental, where we are objective and we just observe it as it is, we will have this wise, greater insight, and we will have the compassion that our hearts are really longing for. It is only our minds that lead us to believe that we want to divide and conquer and separate, right? This division, that is our mind. What our heart wants is for us to come together and love everything and accept everything. And ultimately then we will become these balanced beings that makes it very easy for us to live within our heart space. So understanding that every person that comes into your life is a lesson to be learned. They have their own story, and we don't know what it means to be them until we try taking a walk in their shoes. So this leads us very perfectly into pulling a wisdom keeper, finding a new friend today. I'm sure we will touch back on balance, but let's pull us a friend, because when I read this to you, I really do try to, like, in my mind, get into their character, like I am them. And a couple times with a couple of these, I was sort of like, oh, are you sure you want to do that? Because some of their stories were awful. I mean, good. They're all good, you guys. But some of them were like hard to even try to empathize with because of some of the things that they did or they had happen to them. But it's going to help us, it's going to help me, it's going to help you to become this more objective, balanced being if we can look at everyone's story and respect everyone's story. Yeah, they're all different. Yeah, it's diversity. Yes, it's sometimes completely opposing, opposite perspectives. But the big universal cosmic galactic joke is that even though we think we're different, we're still all one. We still have the same stillness, the same light, the same spark, the same energy, the same God, the same source within us. So we can think that we're different all that we want, and the universes just laugh, because even though they appreciate the diversity, they still know that they're all one. Okay? So when people come into your life that are different, that challenge you, that make you not even sure if you like them, that's a lesson for you to see the similarity between the two of you, okay? All right? At the core level, at the creator level, there is only one. So it's just silly that we keep trying to divide and separate and point out differences, because we're all one. So yes, thank you so much. Yeah, Cody's saying, good, I need friends. Good, well, this is our friend right here. As I'm reading your comment, one jumps out sideways, like just sort of boom, dives out of the deck. I love the ones that dive out. Oh, it gives me an excuse to stretch. Okay, good. Deep breath in. Our friend today, ooh, Cody, number 21, authority. Cody picked us a very handsome friend. Thank you, Cody. It's number 21, authority. So authority, ooh, he has the tree as above, so below on his third eye. He does have a very interesting sacred geometry kind of cross geometric thing, 2 places in his nose, more sacred geometry on his lip. He has some kind of an animal right here. I almost want to say it's a deer, but I'm not exactly sure. He has doves on his cheeks, and I think maybe fish on his forehead. So it's authority. And I will take a picture of this to let you have a closer look on, guess what, allnaturalme.com. If anybody wants to take up a new hobby during my live streams, start counting how many times I say allnaturalme or allnaturalme.com. You might want to buy a little clicker so you can keep up with me, how many times I say it. I figure if I say it like a few thousand times, every once in a while someone might actually visit. All right, so let's talk about authority. Let's talk about authority. That's the gift he's going to talk to us about, authority. The shadow is going to be control. The shadow is going to be control, and the siddhi is valor. Valor? Yeah. He's so shiny. I don't know where I should put him. So, my wisdom story. Okay, I'm going to be him now, you guys. I'm going to be him. All right. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I just read the first sentence. I'm definitely going to be him now. I was a trust fund baby. I was a trust fund baby. While my dad disappeared behind closed doors with business moguls and ruled the world, my mother ruled the household. With her perfectly manicured nails and social graces. As they raised me, they were controlling and critical, and I was submissive. I cringed at the way they treated our servants, whom I suspected secretly despised my parents as much as I did. The moment I got my driver's license, I grabbed some cash and bolted, leaving my parents and my trust fund in the dust. I had no plan, no college education. All I cared about was being free of their stuffy, oppressive world. So I worked odd jobs, went with the flow, and reveled in the fact that I no longer represented the imperious elite. But when my financial cushion ran out, so did my sense of adventure. Too humiliated to beg my parents to take me back, I lived in my car behind our house, eating the food that was thrown away. One of the servants found me there and insisted on taking me in. Her family had almost nothing, but gave me everything. I was grateful and humbled. I realized how bitter and selfish I'd become, how deeply I resented my parents for their narrowness and selfishness, at society for ignoring the needy, and more importantly, at myself for being too weak and pathetic to help myself, much less anyone else. I'd become as obsessed about money as my father, and as disconnected from the real world as my mother. If I truly wanted my life to be useful, I'd have to take responsibility for it. From that point on, my heart took over. I became driven by a deep desire to give back to this family and to serve those in need. I got my act together. I re-engaged with the world and eventually reconciled with my parents. Instead of rejecting their resources, I inspired them to recognize the humanity of the people who worked for them. My parents are now the biggest financial supporters of my efforts to give homes to the homeless, bring gardens to food deserts, and represent people whose voices have not been heard. The more my heart opens, the more loyalty I inspire in the most unlikely places. So, authority. Here's his gift to us. My gift to you. I come to share that true power has nothing to do with money or control. True power is about speaking and acting from the heart and grounding all that you do in a deep desire to serve. Becoming the true authority in your own life requires both that you surrender and that you rise up to meet whatever life brings your way with enthusiasm, gratitude, and a deep sense of responsibility. You will know that you are owning your own authority when you inspire loyalty and connectivity wherever you go. When everyone you represent, no matter the role they play, when everyone you represent feels empowered, impassioned, and respected. I was like, why would you do that, man? When everyone you represent feels empowered, impassioned, and respected. There we go. That feels much more on. It is time to listen deeply to the will of the groups in your life and act sincerely on their behalf. It is time to become the trustworthy person I know you can be. So authority, our friend authority, shows up today because he knows that you have the ability to uplift others, to act from the heart space in a genuine service to humanity. It is time for the collective to move out of selfish disconnectedness and move into unity consciousness, which has a base in service to others. For when we serve others, we serve ourselves, right? Absolutely. All right, so authority has some questions for contemplation for us. And just to clarify, don't be don't be disrespecting people, be respecting people. I read that wrong and I was like, really, dude? It's just me. All right, so here's a question for you. Where in your life do you feel controlled? This is a for real question, okay? Where in your life do you feel controlled? How might the fear of being controlled be running your life or influencing decisions you make? So sometimes, like in your life, you could maybe you're not even controlled. It's just this fear of being controlled, right? One of Alba Weinman's past life regression therapy sessions the other night, this woman was barricading love from her life because it was her fear of being controlled by another person. So she wasn't letting any love in because of fear of being controlled. So it's a big thing that needs healed, you guys. Third question. Are you so afraid of misusing your power that you're not using it at all? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Are you so afraid of misusing your power that you're not using it at all? Hey, they're just questions for contemplation. In what relationships do you tend to be controlling? And then in what relationships do you tend to be submissive? So this is the shadow work too that you do for yourself, for authority, for control, for balance, right? You don't want to be controlling and you don't want to be submissive. You want to be balanced. All right, so think back, hopefully, think back to your best relationships. What were the conditions that made you feel safe enough to surrender? What were the conditions that allowed you to own your authority? So if there is a relationship that was pretty good, let's think, what allowed us to be our true self? What allowed us to own our authority? What made it feel safe to surrender? And then last question for contemplation is, where in your life can you surrender even more? Where in your life can you surrender even more? There we go. Authority came through. He dove off to the side today. Really has given us quite a bit to think about. He did have an incredible story of finding his own balance, right? Right, because he was spoon-fed, trust fund baby. That's why I was like, I want to be him, but not at the stake that it made him feel so powerless, right? He was so submissive that he just had to fly off and run away to really experience hardship and experience all the things that was going to lead him back to a state of balance. And once he found that, then he can start living from his heart. He can start serving humanity. Okay? We're led to believe that on this earth we're supposed to be selfish little buggers, right? Just only out for ourselves. That is not true. We are here to serve the whole, right? We are here to serve humanity. So thank you, authority. May all of us find our true inner authority and balance as well. Okay, so moving on to Ganesh. First, I want to just take a peek at the chat here. Katie says that she just talked to Pamela about her ex, and that was a soul contract, obviously. And now it makes a lot more sense. Yes. Yeah, especially now that you can learn your lesson and move on. Oh my goodness. And then Katie was like, and I was just thinking about a past relationship before she got, we don't want to name names. And oh my gosh, and your sister just ran into that perfect boyfriend at the store. Okay. All right. The synchronicities are upping, you guys. Literally, you're just going to start thinking about things and they're just going to manifest on the spot. So use your authority to do that for the highest good for yourself and the all. Really, make it super clear to the universe right now, Katie, that you want what's only best for the highest good of yourself and the all. Ooh, as my ears are toning. All right, very good. If you get tones in your ears, you're getting upgraded for sure. All right. Number 8, we're talking about what our soul has been promised. This must be a huge card, you guys. Promise of the future. It sort of tried to get me to talk about it a couple weeks ago, and I think I mentioned it slightly. So Ganesha here is standing on a ledge with his little mousy friend, putting his hands up in receiving mode to the light, to the source coming in to his reality, knowing that all promises will be kept. So we're going to read this card from Ganesh for sure. I'm going to have to look on the bottom of the deck, you guys. Yes. Number 40, Spiritual Quest. Cody, good call on the Ganesha deck today. Good call on the Ganesha deck today. Always, right? But definitely today. So we've got promise of the future while we're on this spiritual quest on this earth plane. Okay? Yes, you incarnated into these bodies. You've got soul contracts. You've got these lessons that sometimes you just want to be like, what the heck was the point of that? Right? But it's all for your spiritual growth. Okay? Like, we incarnated on this earth to help Gaia, to love Gaia, and at the same time fulfill an aspect of our own spiritual quest. Isn't that a beautiful card? Yes. Ooh, he looks good. He looks good there. Both of these cards are lighted. He's got this golden Christed light around him. In this card, his crown, literally his crown and crown chakra, are lighted with this beautiful mandala, like a mandala made of light. So that's incredible. So this promise of the future has a message to rest assured. Something new is on the horizon. Right, Katie? Something new doesn't necessarily mean you need to backtrack to the been there, done that boyfriend. I'm just saying. You don't have to go for like a rerun episode. I mean, yeah, it was good, but there could be even something better. So do not settle. I'm just interrupting my own broadcast to yell at Katie more. Don't be settling. Just don't settle yet. I told you that last week. Take your time. All right, back on track. Every once in a while, I just need to stop what I'm saying to yell at people that I love. That's all. Just yelling at people that I love. So all indications are favoring a time of new awareness. So as we sit here together on the 12/12 portal, seek new outlets for your creative expression. This heralds the beginning of a new phase in your life. Ganesha is asking that you take time to reflect on your desires and reflect on your dreams. It is time that you begin down the road of a new creative adventure. Ask Ganesha to help you uncover the desires of your subconscious mind, and then follow any creative nudges that you feel. You may experience them as innovative sparks that come to you unexpectedly. This momentum will start you down a path that may involve a view of the world. Yeah. So reflect on past endeavors, okay? Reflect, just like authority was asking us to do. Reflect on your past endeavors. Take time to acknowledge and understand your lessons and your blessings. Feel gratitude for the path that has led you to this point in time. You are receiving the gift of freedom to choose what you will pursue. So there may also be an ending taking place. All of life has its cycles. Through experiences and choices, you learn and grow. You are steadily progressing through the many phases of your life. And with each ending comes the promise of a new dawn. Now this comes through with Spiritual Quest, number 40. So we had number 8 and number 40. This spiritual quest. You are called to realize your full potential and to choose to become a force for good in the world. So this is absolutely perfect because that's what authority was saying too. Like, you're being called now, selfish human children, to become an authority for goodness in the world. Right? We just think it's all about like me, 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 me. Well, it ain't. You're called for something much bigger than the me, me, me thing. Okay? And besides, aren't we all at a point in our life where, like, I'm so over the quick manifestations for myself? I know how to do that, right? I know that I can get whatever I want. Now it's time to do something much bigger than just manifest more stuff into my life. Okay? So that's a little bit what this card means about being called to a spiritual quest that involves the greater humanity. So, yeah, you're good. Katie's saying she won't settle. Cody wants to find a job so that their lifestyle can be maintained. They can keep their house. And so April, there will be big changes for you. Oh, April's a long time. Maybe he'll break up with her. Maybe your roommate will not be moving out by April. Be open, right? Yeah, a job that you love. Yeah, it's all about me, Sadie. That's so funny. I love you. It's all about me too, you guys. But we are being called to just wake up again, right? Because we continually wake up. There's not just one moment where you have an awakening. You have awakening on top of awakening on top of awakening. And now we really are being asked to become a force for good in the world. Okay? Like, yes, you will be taken care of for sure as you serve humanity. So whether or not you are aware of it, you are embarking on a great spiritual quest. Your soul is leading you to a myriad of discoveries about who you truly are and what you came here to achieve this lifetime. Each of us has a unique journey that is tailored especially for us, and designed for us to reach our highest potential. During this quest, you will gain significant insight into your purpose here on earth. For many, this journey will have been preceded by a period of upheaval, confusion, conflict, but all of that craziness has birthed a desire for greater clarity and concrete answers about the meaning and purpose of your life. So all this hurt and pain and confusion and madness, like literally some people have been experiencing madness. It's only made you thirstier for peace. It's only made you more certain that what you want are clear answers, right? Your confusion just makes you want to know the truth more. So from this spiritual journey you are undertaking, you will gain wisdom, enlightenment, and an enhanced sense of your personal power. As you travel on this path, make a point to commit to the quest and not be tempted by distractions that could cause you to veer off the track. Ganesha urges you to focus your energy less on having and focus your energy more on simply being. So less on having, more on simply being. Your spiritual growth can be enhanced, of course, by the regular practice of meditation and self-reflection at this time. So I guess that's why I'm constantly harassing you with questions of contemplation, with journal prompts, with all these reflective stuff, right? It's like sometimes I think it's Angela says, please, no more shadow work, no more reflecting. But it just helps us so much to get to know the core essence of who we truly are. So thank you, Ganesha, for coming through to remind us to stay focused, to give to the greater, to give to the all, right? I now bring in light to anchor on this earth for the highest good of the all. Because once you realize that we are all one, you want everyone to succeed. You want everyone to be healed. You want everyone to come home to the light. There is no more division and judgment and hating and separation. Once you realize that we are all one source, God, prime creator, all that is, you really start feeling like a team player. And that is our spiritual quest. And remember, all these promises that you were given, that you don't even remember, you guys, before you incarnated into these bodies, they will be fulfilled. Okay? Your soul came here for specific growth purposes, and it will be fulfilled on this spiritual quest. So dang, high five, Ganesha, what's up? I need a drink. All right, wow. So we've got balance. We've got authority of ourself. We've got our spiritual quest and our promise of the future. So now we're going to dive into the crystal kingdom for wisdom and healing. Do you really? It's just me being sweet down here. All right, so we're going to dive into the crystal kingdom, and then if Marley's still up for it, she'll pull us an empowerment card, okay? Whew. Here we go. So with crystals beside us, we are guided and uplifted and healed every day. Crystal Kingdom, we love you so much. If you've got a crystal near you, go ahead and hold it now. Connect with its energy. We're talking about balance today, authority, spiritual quest, service to the all. Interesting. Number 2, flint. All right, I'm just going to look now, see what's on the bottom. I'm not going to look right this second, but I pulled the bottom card off. So speaking of service to humanity, flint, which always makes me think of Flint, Michigan, how we are leaving some of our brothers and sisters without clean drinking water for so long, right? Although really, once you poison the water, what do you expect, right? But so Flint comes in, which first thing right off the bat, it's a message to us that we really do need to serve humanity and make sure that our most basic needs are being met. We can live without food, but we cannot live without water. Not for any amount of time, really. And we do need food, but just as a side note, probably not as much as we think we need. So we have Flint coming in, which is going to have other messages for us, but just right off the bat, we need to send love, energy, and support to the people of the world that do not have water right now. And on the bottom, whoa, we've never pulled this card, you guys. We've never pulled this card before. I'm so excited. It's number 6, Bumblebee Jasper. Bumblebee Jasper. Come on, Bumblebee. It is pretty. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Tiger's Eye in a sort of kind of way. Bumblebee Jasper. I'll take a picture of this, put it on allnaturalme.com for you. So we're going to read about Flint and Bumblebee Jasper. These are both very earthy stones or gems, whatever you want to call them. Hi, Ryan. Oh, you're funny, guys. Thank you for being in the chat, everyone. All right. So the vibrations of both of these stones are very earthy, okay? Oh my goodness, I'm so amused right now. The topic for Flint in this book is portal power. And we're actually in the middle of the 12/12 portal. So, of course, I think that's hilarious. That Flint's message is about portal power. And it's 12/12. Yes, I know, a new one. Me too. I'm excited. And I'm excited too, Angela, because it said bumblebee. And I love bees. I do. So remember that. Remember that I like bees. Okay. Flint stabilizes energy and cuts through to the core of issues. Flint is a good stone for clearing blockages. And you're going to love this, loosening ties. So as you break up with all your jerk boyfriends and girlfriends, this could help clear the blockages and kind of cut those energetic cords, loosen the ties. Flint opens portals to other worlds and hidden aspects of yourself. So Flint comes in today from the Crystal Kingdom to remind us that we are people with profound inner depths. Profound inner depths. Do not be afraid to explore this hidden side. It contains treasure beyond knowing, together with attitudinal karma and repressed emotion affecting well-being. So basically, Flint is telling you to do your shadow work. Flint connects you to your ancestors. As a natural traveler, you know how to negotiate the shamanic underworld to obtain healing insight. You do. You may not remember it yet, but you know how to do this. So here's your message from Flint. Strengthen your boundaries. Cut through confusion to the core of the matter. Soul retrieval is necessary if you left any part of yourself in another life or an abusive childhood experience, or maybe even that past relationship. Make sure when you leave those relationships, you're not leaving part of your soul behind. Take all of yourself with you when you go. So an unwelcomed visitor from the past can be left behind now, but recognize the lessons before you move on. So, and for your healing insight from Flint, paying attention to energetic boundaries and core strength, cutting detrimental ties, and strengthening your connection to the planet maintains well-being. So if you want to strengthen your connection to all things, strengthen your connection to Gaia, to the planet. It will help maintain your well-being. It will keep you healthy. It will keep you protected. Connect with your Earth Mother. Okay? And if you do decide to explore some shamanic worlds, Flint will help protect you to do that. So this came through with Bumblebee Jasper. Okay? Bumblebee Jasper. Guess what this is a message about? Trust. This is a message about trust. Okay? I like to linger after I say the word trust. Just to see if anyone is paying attention. Trust. Bumblebee Jasper's startling colors, and it really is magnificent, you guys. My camera is not doing it justice on YouTube. It looks pretty good on Live Me. The startling colors instill a new vibration. This stone stimulates new projects, bringing you the message that you must have honesty in your life. So as we start, like Ganesha, we're starting this new dawn, right? These new beginnings. Bumblebee Jasper is also all about a new project, a new beginning, a new start. So you are a divine being with immense inner riches, holding the bright, energizing light of the sun. You were born to carry out a specific task. Charismatic, you naturally attract people. And I can vouch for you guys. You are all sparks of light. You have inner strength and courageously go where others do not dare. Okay, so this is especially important, like if you feel like, why did I have such a traumatic, like rough start in life? Or like, why do I have this darkness? Well, you're courageous enough to go where some of the angels cannot. Okay? You have inner strength that others do not have. So feel comfort in knowing this, and harvest your resources and put them to work to heal any disease, right? Angela's saying healing with Gaia, her plants, her herbs. Yes, let's utilize these resources. So this is a moment of fertilization. You are being opened to new possibilities. Remember that the bee is not aerodynamically designed to fly, but it does. Like aerodynamically, the bee should not get its bee booty off the ground, but it does. They fly around anyways, even though it really cannot be explained. So your message is to cut through doubt and uncertainty. Relax and focus. Yet another message for you to focus. Clear sight is needed. Visualize your future. Love and good fortune rush towards you. Okay? Clear sight is needed to grasp the opportunities. So this is also a message to be a leader, but avoid arrogance. Trust the universe. You can overcome the obstacles. Okay? Someone new lights up your life. So for all these people who are ready to embark on a new project, a new relationship, a new person, like it is really lined up energetically to do that. There is a little bit of a message with the bumblebee jasper about a healing insight, about any type of food intolerances or other allergies. They may underlie some physical discomfort that you experience. So if your body is physically in discomfort, you're being encouraged to just take a look at what types of food you're eating. You might be ingesting something that your body is rejecting. So take care of your vessel, okay? Take care of your vessel. You are going to triumph over the impossible. So I love these two together, you guys. Flint and bumblebee jasper. Messages from the Crystal Kingdom. So I don't know about you guys, but I could definitely use an empowerment message at this point. Marley, would you like to pull us a card? So I got the birthday girl her first oracle deck. So now she is available to us when we needed an empowerment message, which I think is all the time. All right, so do you want to shuffle over there, and then once you pick a card, you can just come over here. So anyways, thank you so much for joining us again today. When Marley's done, we will finish with our normal tango.
Dignity.
Okay, come on over. Okay, so we're all getting, this message looks familiar. I think we did see it last week, but I'm so glad it's coming for all of us now. Get up a little closer. Dignity. So remind us again what the message for dignity is.
Take pride in yourself and all that you have become. Feel honored by your choices, achievements, and actions.
So we need to really appreciate where we have come, how far we've come, and what we've done on our spiritual quest, right? We have accomplished so much. We should feel a lot of pride. We should feel proud for just incarnating on Earth. It's not easy, right?
Dignity. Today I acknowledge the luminous being that is my true self. I am a waking giant. I hear the call, rise up and take right action. I celebrate the eternal light that shines within me. I know the satisfaction of making right choices in life, and I live the rewards.
So I love the waking giant, and I love the message of taking the authority within ourselves to take the right action, right? To do the right thing, to do what is in the highest good of the all.
Someone said my niece's name is Miley.
Oh, how cute.
With 2 E's.
Now, do you want to tell us what's on the bottom of the deck, since we like doing that here?
Destiny.
Ryan, thank you. Okay.
Destiny.
Ooh, then we've got Destiny. Go ahead and read that for us, too.
Someone said, hey, can I ask you something? Acknowledge your mission. Align with your purpose. You have gifts to share with the world.
Yes.
And another acknowledge.
Yeah, align with your mission. Acknowledge your purpose. Align with your purpose. And how do we do that? Bringing our life into balance, right? Because if your life is not in balance, you're not going to be able to hear the guidance from your spiritual advisors, from your higher self. All you'll be able to focus upon is the chaos in the world.
Destiny.
Destiny.
Today I will look deep within myself, remember my destiny and who I really am. I will not let others influence me. I will follow my heart regardless of what others tell me to do. I know my dreams will guide me to my greatness. Today I will align with my mission and feel the power of purpose.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. I love you so much. All right. The message could not be more clear today, to align with your purpose and to start acting for the highest good of the all. So when we get up and we think about what we want to happen for us ourselves today, just add in, and for the highest good of the all. It's really not hard. Like, I want to manifest this, and this, and happiness and joy and everything that I want in my life, and do things for the highest good of the all. Just tack it on. That's a good way to start being in service to others, just to let the universe know that you're available. Let the Creator know that you do want what's best for the all, right? Just start just letting people know, letting people as in like all of the creator beings in the universe know that your intention is for the highest good of the all. All right. So anyways, thank you everybody for being here. They were beautiful messages, you guys. We're going to end with the language of letting go. We're going to let go of one more thing. I love this deck. I do. And then we're going to pull a joy and sorrow card to end, because when we come together, our joy can be doubled and our sorrow can be halved. So thank you so much for supporting each other in the chat, for bringing your energy, for sharing your light. Thank you so much. Okay, here we go. The language of letting go. We're just working through the deck, so it's getting pretty skinny, because I wanted to like give every card an opportunity to showcase its wisdom. So let's see what we've got today. Okay, wonderful. Yes, it actually is really wonderful. It actually is really good for what we've been talking about. Everyone says thank you, Marley. Thank you. All right, we pulled taking time for meditation and prayer. Taking time for meditation and prayer. So this is how we align with our soul's purpose. This is how we connect with the greatest authority, right? Which isn't even like, I wouldn't even use that word really. But like, once we understand that we are sparks of God, we then give the authority over to ourselves for our life. So today I will take a moment for meditation and prayer. I know that I am a creation of God and He loves me. God, through meditation and prayer, I have faith that I will hear you when you talk to me, and you will listen when I talk to you.
I never realized this bad.
Okay. So when we pray, that's when we tell Source, Prime, Creator, God, what we want, what we need, what we would like to create. And when we get ourselves in a state of meditation, that's when we can receive answers, guidance, inspiration. Okay, so people who say, well, I meditate, but I don't pray, or I'll pray, but I won't meditate. Well, you're really pinching yourself off of the lines of communication with Source. Really. Both are necessary and needed for the communication to flow effortlessly. So today you're encouraged to take time for both meditation and prayer. Okay? So that is our little encouragement from the language of letting go. All right, here we go. This is a beautiful, colorful deck called Joy and Sorrow. A moment's peace, a moment's distraction, a moment's grace. Hi, James. Yeah, the cards are great today. And I'll be back again on Thursday for another YouTube broadcast. So thank you for having me, YouTube. Live me has been a fly on the wall. So after party, maybe on live. I need to eat like a second lunch. I'm like feeling hungry again.
Second lunch?
I know.
Lucky ducky.
I want like 2 breakfasts and 2 lunches.
3 dinners.
3 dinners. After I said to myself, I don't need as much food as I think I need, it did nothing but reverse psychology me into wanting to eat. All right, here we go. The one that won't, this one wouldn't let me, it would not go back around when I was trying to shuffle. Oh, I love this one. It has a hill, a hill lady in the background. And the name of the card is Friendship. It actually reminds me of someone that I used to know and still do, but this one, Friendship.
Let's take the card in here.
So, Friendship. As I'm sitting here with all my friends, thank you so much. All right, here we go. It is a beautiful, come on, focus in. It is a beautiful spring day with blue skies. I am in love with the hill lady. And so, once again, just to remind anybody coming in late, any of the cards that I pulled today, I will post on allnaturalme.com with the replay. Hill lady, she's awesome. So it's a beautiful spring day. We've got blue skies, which would be the opposite of what's happening in Pennsylvania today. Fluffy white clouds and a crisp breeze. On the horizon, a earth deva sleeps in the hills, covered in yellow roses, which signify friendship. So I'm going to be sending you all yellow roses. In a garden stands a woman wearing the clothing of her youth that makes her young and her true age. She wears a beautiful wreath of flowers in her hair. Daisies displays her innocence, and roses promise love. In her hands, she holds a bouquet of hydrangeas, which represent her perseverance. On a strong table made from river rocks sits a large pottery planter where more hydrangeas grow. Friendships that span a lifetime and endure hard times by supporting, encouraging, and loving become strong like the table. built rock by rock, cemented by common bonds, values, experiences, joys, and sorrows. The value of such friendships cannot be measured, and the Earth Deva loves these friendships the best of all, because she knows that even when the friends are apart, they are together in spirit. This whole deck, is dedicated to a lifetime friend of the artist, and that's who's in this card. But isn't it funny that that lady probably reminds each of us individually of someone that we also know in our life? For me, it's my friend Aline. Aline. She was a much older friend of mine, and when she transitioned off this earth plane, all I was left with was such gratitude for all that she had taught me and inspired within me. So I love that she reminds me of Aline so much. So here's our guidance for friendship. Friendship guides you to cherish your friends, even if they're a bunch of jerks. No, just kidding. It's funny because this is important to me because I'm trying so hard to heal some of my past old friendships that I feel have just dissolved, right? So I really want to love them and honor them for the service that they provided for both of us. So friendship guides you to cherish your friends. Here it is. Be a great friend and you will always have great friends. Keep in touch. Be a shoulder for them and they will be for you. Okay? So that's a good reflective moment for myself. Rejoice in their success and experiences. Support them in their sorrows. And have gratitude for their sharing of your joy and sorrows as well. True friendships are rare. Cherish them. Definitely cherish them. Oh, and there's my Earth Deva sleeping on the hill, becoming one with the hill. Don't you just love her? She's fabulous. So anyways, allnaturalme.com, you can see pictures of all of these cards. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Cherish your true friends. Be open for new friendships, new relationships coming into your life, right? On your spiritual quest, right? All these people that we've met in our life. They are there for a reason, whether they're there for a season or a lifetime. Okay, they're there for a reason, for sure. Take time today for meditation and prayer. I just see now that Cody says, I forgot how to pray. Very simple. Well, one very simple way. There's not just one way, I'm sure. You can put your hands together if you want. Close your eyes and say, Creator, I call on you now. Creator, I want to ask you for these things that I need. Creator, I really want this. Creator, I want you to help heal this. Creator, please give me that. You just ask for what you want. And
Creator,
then,
please give me an avocado.
Creator, please teach my daughter how to cut her own avocado.
You're my creator.
And then, here's the thing about prayer. Why it doesn't work for some people. Because you forget to say thank you. So after you ask for what you want, you thank the Creator for what you just asked for. Because in the moment that you asked for it, it was given to you. So now it's up to you to let it into your life and to be a vibrational match to it. But as soon as you ask for it, it's given. It really is.
Creator, please pack me avocado.
Okay, Creator, please give me a daughter who's going to be patient for her avocado. Thank you, Creator, for delivering patience to my daughter.
Thank you, for delivering Creator, for delivering the avocado.
Thank you, Creator, for the avocado. I love you. All right, so anyways, and please feel free to go back tonight on allnaturalme.com and listen to the messages from the Crystal Kingdom. There was a lot from Flint and Bumblebee Jasper. But yeah, all the messages were great, and they were all about, finding our balance, having the authority in our own life, within our own self, to bring ourselves into a state of perfect harmony into our world, no matter what, okay? And to do all things without judgment. That's the secret, for sure. So anyways, you guys, thank you so very much for joining me. I appreciate. I'm gonna go cut an avocado, which is fine because I want to eat an avocado. So connect with me later on allnaturalme.com, and you're invited back Thursday for, what are we talking about Thursday? Growth, right? Today we did balance, and Thursday we're going to do growth. Also beautiful, and also it'll just be easy to flow right into it. So everyone today, meditate, and if you need to pray and ask for help in finding your inner balance and your inner authority, do that. And remember to say thank you, right? Prayer is not just about asking and making a wish list. It's about immediately offering gratitude and thanks, okay? And you'll get it, for sure. Even Ganesha is going to back me up on that, okay? Everything promised to you, it's yours, for sure. So much love to you. This is Sadie at All Natural Me. I'll see you again soon. Thank you. I honor all of my beautiful friends that join me and share their light with me on a regular basis, or whenever it's good for you. It don't matter. I still appreciate you. I love you guys. Yeah. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Katie.
Thank you, avocados.
Katie, do you want to get in my beam at Live Me and tell us all about your Pamela reading? If you do, let me know. Okay, you guys, I love you. Thank you so very much. I'll see you again soon. Sadie at All Natural Me, Thursday. And Thursday, Cody, I hope that you post some cards on the community page for us. Please. It's okay, you guys. Even if we all have the same deck, that's what makes it cool. Is that we can see how our cards start to line up together. Because our higher selves, I promise you, are in cahoots. For sure. They're in cahoots with each other. So share your oracle card pools and share your messages that you receive in meditation. I'm very curious and with anticipation to see and hear them. So I love you so much, you guys. Sadie at All Natural Me. Peace out. See you soon. I love you.